If you're going to be looking at importing all your leads into whatever CRM you use, I'm going to go over KvCORE first. I'll do another video for some other CRMs. First, you need to get all your leads. You need to download them in an Excel or a CSV. Most CRMs like a CSV, so I'd recommend doing that. I made up a bunch of silly names just so I can show you an example. Now, if I'm going to highlight the corner, you can see my glows yellow there, and I put between the two, I highlight the whole thing, between A and 1, I highlight that corner, and I highlight my whole Excel sheet. I want to separate these so it looks clean. If I go between like the A and B or B and C and see how my cursor changes, if I double click, it expands all the columns. And then I just randomly click in here so I don't delete anything. Now I want to have the first and last name separated. So I can't have them all together. Or I won't pull it up from most CRMs. Some let you get away with it. Most of them want you separated. So if I go to the B and left click the B to highlight it, and then I right click it and hit insert, I now have a space. So I'm going to call this one last name, and then I'll change the other one to first name. Now, because it's KvCORE, each different type of CRM you use, I'm going to just put the little underscore in, let you make it here. So this one for KvCORE, first name has to say first underscore name, last underscore name. And I'll show you that once we get into the KvCORE real quick. Now I don't want to have to cut and paste every piece. So if I just put, like the last name, I'm going to start typing it in. You see like John Doe, Jane Doe. On the third spot, instead of till typing, if I had 1,000 names, all you do is hit Control E and it automatically will pull the last name for you. And there it is. You see, even though they're spelled different, that's all you have to do. If I had 1,000 of these, I could have just hit Control E after doing 2 or 3, and it will automatically grab the last name and fill in every column for you. That's how you can separate things very easy. So now that I have it separated and cleaned up and it looks amazing, now for the cell phone, I know in KvCORE, you have to do cell underscore phone underscore 1. So there's my KvCORE. And again, I'm going to double click to expand that. Everything looks good. I'm going to get File, Save As. Remember, we talked about making it a CSV. So at the top where the type, I'm going to go right here and look for CSV. I want this CSV UTF-8 comma delineated. I'm going to call this test file. And then I want to browse and throw it in my downloads just so I don't put anywhere I'm not supposed to. It's in my downloads. So now it's good to go. Now I have these people as fake. They're tested. They're saved as a CSV. I'm going to close this, and then I'm going to go right here and grab my KvCORE, which is right here. Let me close this out real quick. So once I grab my KvCORE and I'm in, the way you're going to go to do an upload for a bulk import, remember, not one at a time, a bulk import, top left, I'm going to click on these 3 lines. I'm going to go down here to lead engine. None of the drop downs, just click on lead engine. And once it loads in the top right, you see where it says bulk lead import. I'm going to click bulk lead import up here at the top right. It's going to open up. There's 2 ways you can do it. You can just click submit file and give it to KvCORE and they'll do it for you. That's the easy way I recommend. After you cleaning it up, changing the name, just give it to them. They'll take care of everything for you and have it in within 3 to 4 days. If you want to know how to clean up your leads yourself, you can watch this little video, or you can go right here, click here to learn how to import your leads. And then you're going to scroll down until right here, KvCORE import template USA. I'm in the USA, so I'm showing you this one. I'm going to make a copy of it. Hopefully make a copy. It's taking time. And then I would go to my Google Sheets. Here it is. Perfect. Now, once it makes a copy, I want to use right here at the bottom, commonly used fields. And you can see first underscore name, last underscore name, status, new lead, hashtag, deal, underscore type, buyer, renter. This is how, if you do it yourself, these things at the top, the column names, is how you have to name them. And it's funny that email is just email, but everything else is all these weird underscores, which I think is kind of funny. So then you can go through there and get all that done. So once you have it cleaned up, it looks good, you're ready to go. Then at that point, you could hit get started and you could just upload it yourself. And if you hit get started, you would pull in like right here. I'm going to pull in my little test file and there it is. You see it's showing what's here. I understand, like right here, you're going to verified. Once they're submitted, they're going to da-da-da-da-da. They're going to give you that little thing, anti-spamming. When I hit next, it shows that 4 out of my 4 have matched. That's as many as I wanted to go because the other ones don't have email, phone numbers. They're not considered real. You have to have at least an email or phone number to pull them in. So I have my 4 out of 4, and then when I hit next, it'll pull through and see it's going to only pull in 3 because some of them are spam. They're just fake, and then I would hit finish. Now at this point, I could put a hashtag. I could put them on one of the campaigns, whatever, say bestseller campaigns and sellers. Put them on the campaigns. I could label them seller, and then I could add all those. And if I wanted to put them without alerts or anything else, I could load them up so it doesn't do like market alerts, all that kind of stuff. But I like those. And then I would just hit finish. Of course, I don't want to do that. I'm going to jump out of that and go back here. So again, lead engine, bulk lead import. I recommend letting them handle it so it's easy for you, or you can do it yourself by following the steps, cleaning up your columns and loading them up. If you load up a lot, like 4 or 5, 2, 300, more than 1 or 2 at a time, because of the spam laws, they're not going to allow you to put them on a campaign instantly. They have to opt in. So keep that in mind. If you only have 5 or 10 to opt in, we'll recommend doing it by hand. You can circumvent the spam laws that way without having to fight them and all that. By doing it this way and putting them in one at a time, you don't get stuck on the spam laws as much. So if you get to put all huge groups in, a couple hundred at a time, they'll get a message that says, "Do you agree to get emails or texts from you?" So by doing that, they're going to have to opt in. Now, if you're like, "I don't want that, I don't like that, da 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 da," you could go here and you could go to your people. And if you went to your people, you could open each one and you could send them an email. You could send them a text message. You could do all those things and send those out one per person. And then if you send it out, you could try to have them see that, and they could opt in as well. It'd be another way to try to get in front of them. But it's just an annoying that the campaign won't start if you do a full one like that, because they have to by anti-spam laws. So a lot of people get confused on that. So don't get confused on that. Hope that helps. Helps you see everything. Talk to you soon.